Rowan brought me up to speed.
I'd tell you to cheer up, but I'm guessing that dog won't hunt right now, will it?
We have confirmed your arrival. Arrange the way markers of Canaan into a 5-pointed star. It creeps me out how they always know where we are.
What do we do?
So what happens if we arrange the way markers?
Perhaps when brought together, they form a map to the land of Canaan.
One way to find out. After all, you and Luger were the ones who gathered them.
Sure. I can put them down, but how am I supposed to arrange them?
Into a star shape, just like this.
Hey look! Check it out! I did it! Hey Luger? You and Daddy are like the same person, right? Do you not want me? Because I'm the fake elf? Like Daddy didn't want me?
Luger! Up there!
Damn you, Origin. I cannot believe that you hid it there.
Is that the land of Canaan?
You have got to be kidding me.
No, this is no joke.
Who would have thought that the Waymarkers were the means to summon Canaan?
Now that we know where to find it, how do we get ourselves there?
Have Muse blasted out of the sky!
Well, aren't you a violent little thing?
How about an airship?
Futile. Merely approaching will not grant you access.
Kronos!
So that is Kronos.
I never dreamt you'd get all the waymarkers. I wasted too much time dealing with the Seeker.
Just give up, Luger. You can't beat him.
You should heed your own advice, human, lest you wish to become a divergence catalyst.
All those catalysts we've encountered, it wasn't you creating them?
All I did was grant the power of the Chromatus to the scions of Kresnik. Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. Strange how you never realized that, even as you condemned dimensions as false and destroyed them. Tell me, how exactly did you determine the real from the false? Humans are naught but simpering fools. No need to wait for Origin's trial to tell me that.
Luger! Run!
You can't! Glasses Guy is in trouble!
Catalysts are the result of those Kresnik surrendering to their desires and abusing their power. You are terminally infantile.
Why doesn't he transform already?
You have to stop using the chromatis!
Stubborn creatures to the end. And foul beyond reckoning.
Everybody, run!
What are those?
L! No, Luger! Stay back!
Shield arts!
Couldn't handle all of us?
Were you the only ones who dodged them? How pathetic.
Enough. Dispel the art. We've gathered the waymarkers. Tell us how to enter Canaan.
For the sake of mankind?
No, for man and spirit alike.
That's what you said when you made the schism. How many times must you repeat the same mistakes?
I intend to atone for them, even if it takes me the rest of time.
You leave me no choice, but to hurl you headlong into the abyss.
This might graze the slowpokes. I'll just make sure to apologize later. Surprise!
Maxwell's shoddy creation is trying to be clever.
Well, well. Aren't you a durable one? How could he have survived that?
It's time you learned. Some things in this world are truly indestructible.
No. That there is one thing you will never break. My will.
Pitiful human emotions.
You don't get it, do you?
That emotion is what makes us stronger.
Sweetheart!
Reap what you sow!
Now! The ritual of destruction!
Our souls are one.
Well said.
Blaze blue!
Sweetheart!
You're about to learn a fatal lesson about what kind of spirit I am.
You'll find we know.
More than you think.
Pay attention, children.
Where'd his wounds go?
He can heal so quickly.
Why bother with healing when you can reverse time itself?
Reverse time? That can only mean...
Indeed, I am Kronos, master and great spirit of time.
Extra.
Very well.
Clever.
Tetra Assault! Fighter Stroke! Futile! Sharper Circle! Tetra Assault! Fools! Fools!
What an ice.
Blade Futile!
How dare you?
Futile!
Hey, thank you.
Tetra Assault! Futile! Heat Wave! Fools!
How dare you?
Dead Eye!
Present, no past, and no future. One in which only I
Cover me.
exist.
Time compression!
A worthy
Feast your eyes on true power!
He can control time and space?
This is like a bad joke.
Yes, a really, really bad one.
Now!
Heat Wave!
Sweetheart!
Celestial Rupture!
Thank you. Cover me. Die!
Blaze Blue! Change of Torment! Meteor Wave! Dead Eye!
Now you've done it. Here you go.
Shimmer Spin! Futile!
Cover me. Cover me.
Dead Eye! Blaze Blue!
Flame Ring. Cover me.
Fools!
Wind Shuffle. Cover me.
Who's next?
Blaze Blue! Fools!
Flame Ring.
Meteor Wave!
I've had enough!
Dead Eye! Fools!
Sweetheart.
Heat Wave! explosion!
A worthy opponent.
Tetra assault! Futile!
Hey! Much better! Dance! Sweetheart!
Fools!
Thanks.
Not yet. Fools! What a nonsense you are.
How dare you!
Tetra assault!
Binding stand!
Sniper barrel!
Cover me! Go to sleep!
Laser strike! Clever. Chakra circle! Light on!
Cover me!
You are resolute, but I suppose you wouldn't have summoned Kanan were you weaker of will.
He's reversing time again.
This is getting old fast.
Time is infinite, but yours is at an end.
You leave him alone!
What's this? Why did the art fade? Move.
No!
So be it.
I'm staying where I am! 'Cause Luger is my...
You only get one life. Don't waste it.
Ah, Beasley Bakur.
There's a secret to entering Canaan, and I possess it. Correct.
You presume much.
I should tell you, we acquired the final waymarker of Canaan, the ultimate chromatis bearer, in a fractured dimension. So in this world, it still very much exists.
Beasley has a chromatis too?
Maybe you can beat the Key of Kresnik alone. But can you handle the both of us?
Beasley, what's your game?
I confess, a duel such as that would be challenging. One-on-one is better.
I agree.
They teleported.
So little power left, and he risks it all.
Beasley, when you said you knew the way into Canaan, did you mean it?
Yes.
I don't want to go! Who needs the land of Canaan? I bet you it's dumb anyway.
But you wanted to go there.
You know we need to. How else are we going to eliminate the fractured dimensions if we don't?
Do what you want. Go to Canaan for all I care. Just leave Luger and me out of it.
No need to get worked up.
We made a promise to go to Canaan together. But that promise was dumb. It doesn't matter. Why would it? Daddy's promises were just lies. Some things are bigger than promises.
Well... she's right about one thing. Luger, you don't require the chromatis anymore.
Outlived his usefulness?
No. He has simply fulfilled his duty to my full satisfaction. Our family spent eons dreaming of this day, and now, thanks to him, it's arrived. Luger, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. Now I see why Julius worried about you so. Go to her, then what? Lest you forget, if you use the Chromatus to fix things, she'll transform into a divergence catalyst. Don't worry about the girl. One of my staff will keep an eye on her.
You know, she probably just needs some time alone, Luger.
Now then, how exactly do we enter Canaan?
I'll explain back at HQ. No need to feel anxious. Canaan's not going anywhere. I would never let it. Look who's returned. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
Don't make Luger disappear. Please.
That's one wish I cannot grant. Not without your help. You'll need to obey my orders right down to the letter. What say you?
Yes.
Then we have a deal.
I'm doing the right thing, Luger. After all, I'm just a fake.
You want us to just forget about his debt? What kind of sob story did he feed you anyway?
Mr. President, something really is wrong with Luger.
Of course. Something is always wrong with people who need that kind of money. The guy even has a terrorist in his family.
That's not true. Luger and Julius are...
If you can't do your job, then I'd be happy to accept your resignation. There's no room for bleeding hearts in the banking business, my dear.
It's okay. It just burns me up to hear him talk about you and Julius that way.
It would seem this money is a source of unhappiness for her. Why not just pay her back?
We have to wait until Elle returns anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back.
Hold your horses. Only authorized personnel pass this point.
Of course. We didn't come here just to sit in the lobby.
Very well. If that's Vice President Kresnik's decision, I will abide by it.
Huh? Luger's been made Vice President of Spirius?
Correct. His promotion is effective immediately. You may use the CEO's office as you see fit, until he returns from his departure. This way. The CEO has left you a message.
Luger, if you're watching this, know that I intend to travel to the land of Canaan and put an end to Origin's trial.
This'll be interesting.
But not before I tell you the full story. You see, it was all a game the fractured dimensions, Canaan, all of it. Just a giant game, created by the primordial spirits, Kronos, Maxwell, and Origin.
That's right. And they've been playing it ever since humanity figured out Spyrix 2 millennia ago.
The three spirits disagreed over whether humans could truly control Spyrix technology or not. So they devised an experiment to reveal mankind's true nature. They wanted to see for themselves if human beings were capable of resisting the temptation of ultimate power.
This was before the schism, you see. Back in the old days when Maxwell still trusted humans.
So the Chromatus was a test.
Kronos granted the Chromatus to the Kresnik family as a means to measure how well humans can suppress their base desires. If someone reaches the Great Spirit Origin before 1 million divergence catalysts appear, mankind passes the test. If no one does, then mankind fails and the spirits leave. That was their pact.
But here's the catch. The game was rigged right from the very start.
As was passed down, Origin will grant the wish of the first human who comes before him. No human could resist such a prize. It fostered greed amongst the people. As a result, the Kresniks were constantly at war over it.
Thanks to all of their bickering, catalysts and fractured dimensions have multiplied like rats.
A vast number of people across all the dimensions transformed into catalysts, and as a result, were destroyed. It's likely now that their number is approaching 1 million.
The Spirius Corporation was established to put the brakes on this whole disaster.
I haven't forgotten the reward I promised. You no longer have to worry about that pesky loan. Now, just leave the rest to me. I will create the world that your generation deserves.
Hey, Luger! You're not gonna believe what just happened! The bank president stopped by just now, and guess what? He said that I don't need to bug you about your loan anymore.
What?
How'd you manage to pull that off? Wait, you're not blackmailing anybody, are you?
You verified the reward.
Bakor left for the land of Canaan, correct?
Yes.
He promised to tell us how to get inside.
I wasn't informed.
All right, if that's how you want to play it, then let me ask you this. How does he plan to make it past Kronos? The Chromatus came from Kronos. Bakor wouldn't be able to use it against him.
I don't know.
What happened to Elle?
Excuse me, I'm running late for a meeting.
You know, I'll bet you that the CEO is planning to use Elle to kill Kronos.
Director Rideau!
I believe our guest's business has concluded here.
We're not finished here!
Forgive me for my silly comments back there. How might I help the new vice president? What I was saying before? Elle was the true key of Kresnik. Origin's power flows through the key. One only comes along every few generations, and the key is the trump card in the trial. As you can imagine, he or she is always at the center of Kresnik's family feuds. The most recent key was the CEO's wife till she was killed. Not that you have any relation to that one. I mean exactly what I said. Don't tell me you're ignorant of your own family history. Some vice president you are. To make a long story short, the only way to reach Origin is to defeat Kronos. And the only thing that will defeat Kronos is the power of the Void, which is wielded by the Key of Kresnik. Of course, the power needed to beat Kronos would immediately transform the key into a divergence catalyst, and that's the rub. Oh, please. Don't try to act so high and mighty. You had no qualms at all about using the girl's power willy-nilly.
Luger?
Damn you!
Ah, you must have heard more details from Rideau. He was only supposed to keep you occupied. I'm sorry for tricking you, but please understand. This sacrifice is necessary to make a world purely for humans. Our family's no stranger to sacrifices. We've made many across the years. But know that this will be the final one. When I fulfill Origin's trial, I will wish for all spirits to surrender their will. They will become mankind's loyal tools.
What?
But do not worry. Their first task will be to eliminate all fractured dimensions.
Give me that! Luger, it's me.
Elle?
I'm gonna fix it all so you don't have to do scary stuff anymore. I'll use my wish to make sure nobody ever has to disappear again. Mr. Bakor says that only I have the power to do that. So don't come after us, okay? I'm fine, really. I know I broke our promise, so I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Elle!
I'm sorry. The GHS you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again.
Nothing to do now but leave things to the CEO, I suppose. If we go charging in, he'll just use us, just like he's going to use Elle.
Shut up!
If you continue to resist, I'll call security.
We're not going anywhere until we hear the rest of the story.
Luger.
Did you find out anything?
Turning spirits into tools. So that was Bakur's plan all along.
And to think he'd use a little girl like Elle.
Not if we can help it. Let's get to Canaan.
How do we get inside?
We must find Julius. He will know how.
We better hurry.
Hold on. The Vice President is not to leave the premises. CEO's orders.
Wait. Huh?
Mila?
Luger, you know better than anyone just how fragile this world really is. No one would blame you for turning back and enjoying the life you've made for yourself. You seem determined. And yet, appearances can be deceiving. I'll judge your conviction myself.
Are you two really okay with this?
Jude, please do not interfere. Allow me to test your will. Here and now!
Zero divine! Zero divine!
0 to 5!
Winds of change storm and surge forth.
Heat wave! Die! Farewell! Deadeye!
Windblade! Farewell! One true sword to smite the masses.
You're too weak! Harden your resolve or you won't move onward! Can't you see Al needs you? Form Destroyer!
This can't be. It appears that you are still fully capable of using your chromatis.
That can only mean that L is calling out to you.
Please forgive me for playing rough with you. I needed to be certain of your resolve. The trial waiting at Canaan will be far more difficult than we can imagine. If you come with us, then it's entirely possible that you may lose everything that you've worked for. Then trust me when I say I will do everything to help you protect it. Just the same as Jude and our friends once did for me a year ago.
Good, it's settled. Let's go.
Had to have the last word, huh?
Not a step further, Vice President Kresnik.
I know it sounds cliché and all, but orders are orders.
Move, Ivor. I don't have time for your games.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Lady Mila.
I never realized bossy girls were such a turn-on. So cold, so ruthless, so...
What a creep!
Need assistance? Hope you don't mind.
Well, well, well. The royal pain has come to hold court. But my head will roll if I don't stop Luger from leaving. And I happen to like my head.
You think your corporate cronies can stop us? expelled my arts!
How is that possible?
It's the Lance of Kresnik. A portable version, sure, but as you can see, it gets the job done. This will be fun. I wonder if Lord Maxwell will moan as I suck the mana out of her.
Don't speak to her like that!
And how dare you speak to your boss like that? You'd risk your life to save this sniveling coward? You really are a benevolent deity.
He's still my handmaid. I don't recall ever dismissing him from the position.
Lady Mila.
Such a stubborn and proud spirit, but not for much longer.
Any ideas, Luger?
You'll be tested here in the underground training area. These caverns stretch all the way to Triglav city limits. You could head straight out of town from here.
Get to that elevator.
That's easier said than done.
We'll need bait.
You can show everyone else the way. Leave it to me.
Don't die.
Not here, I won't.
It's clearly a diversion.
Look out! Go on ahead.
Don't let them get away. We must stop meeting like this, Vice President Kresnik.
So, this is what you do now, Ivor?
Yes, this is my new occupation. My new life. After failing as your handmaid.
Fine. Then out of respect, know that I will not hold back.
What a bothersome fellow.
Maybe I'll kill him.
Good point. I'm always such a bad judge of these things.
You too can't stop all of us.
Don't be so sure of that, Your Highness. I was a sickly child, you see. Several of my organs had to be transplanted with Spyrix. A doctor named Mathis performed the surgery. He's the one who saved my life.
Derek did what?
I have since made a few improvements of my own. I now possess double the strength and acuity of a normal man.
Can your body take that?
No, of course it can't. But that's fine with me, as long as it holds together long enough to crush you.
Why would you destroy your body like that?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Lady Mila, I won't hold back.
Yes, as you shouldn't.
I've had enough of you, scum. It's time for you all to die.
You flirt.
Right there.
Sweetheart!
My head.
Stay strong. Now you've done it. Look at you. Thanks.
All right. Phantom Edge. Great.
Come along. Take care of the riffraff.
Nice burn. Blaze blue.
I'm starving.
Sniper power. Dead on. Burn. Dead on. Blaze blue. Oh yeah, I feel it.
Sweetheart.
Striking bayonet.
Be gone. Be gone.
Blaze, I'll wreck you. Infusion.
Come along.
Phantom Edge.
How dare you? Sweetheart.
Infusion.
Take care of the riffraff.
Light circle. Light spear.
I still need practice.
Wings of destruction.
What? I'm strange. Sweetheart.
Blaze blue. Celestial rush.
Air pressure.
Sniper power.
How unfortunate.
My apologies.
Requiem.
Bested by the Cresting brothers.
Are you okay?
Yes, this was necessary. I've grown stronger still.
We have no limits.
I think I got it!
Let's go. Ivor, you are a man of many failures. But even if you add all those failures together, it doesn't compare to all your years of loyal service. Thank you, Ivor. I appreciate everything you did for me.
Lady Mila. What a complete farce this is.
Something funny? Share it with us. Even foes can come to understand one another.
Never took you for a bleeding heart. Enemies kill each other. That is simply what they do.
If that's the case, then you know what happens next.
You stab me, and I die. Done and done. Don't flatter yourself too much now. Let me tell you something. I only saved you because the CEO said to do so.
What?
Must have been a real drag paying off that massive loan, but you were happy to play along.
Don't let him get to you. Just the empty words of a sore loser.
Let me make a little prediction for you. You'll regret leaving this place until the day you die. Damn twerp, he gave me the same contemptuous look as his bastard brother. Don't just stand there, you goons! Help me!
My apologies, sir. I'm afraid the CEO has given us entirely different orders.
We were told to bring Director Rideau before him.
I figured as much. Probably thinks he can use me as the bridge. Not gonna happen.
As you can see, we know the control codes for your Spyrex organs.
What? No! No! Damn it!
Ah, it feels so good to get out of those icky caves.
I hope Jude made it out of there okay.
Hey, it's me. Are you all right? So your mind's made up. Guess you've gone too far to turn back now. All right, fine. I'll tell you everything. I'm in Triglav. Jude's here.
I knew he could take care of himself.
Luger, let's go meet up with Jude.
Hey.
I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes, thanks to Julius. He saved me when I got pinned down. He took off already, but not without leaving a message with me first. Come find me when you've steeled yourself.
Steeled?
Also, Julius told me how to get inside the land of Canaan. In order to enter, you have to build yourself a soul bridge.
How do we go about building a soul bridge?
It requires a human sacrifice. A powerful member of the Kresnik family.
So, we have to kill either Luger or Julius?
Where is Julius?
He said he left a letter for Luger at the house.
Let me make a little prediction for you. You'll regret leaving this place until the day you die.
That's not all. Julius left a message for us, too.